apparently Carroll Shelby paid assembly line workers to work on their free time, taking off original parts and putting on Shelby parts. These cars have just disappeared off the face of the earth. Well, you are all over the map. Porsches, Jeeps. In fact, you'll never see one of these on Barn Find Hunter again. I can promise you that. Don't uncover that. Whatever that is, I'm going to tell you what it is.
I think there were 1,252 brought into the country. Probably the last one with 60,000 original miles on it.
Can't be a real one.
It is a real one.
Before I tell you where we are, I want you to see where we are. Now look at, the leaves are changing. It's that time of year. We all wait for the summer heat to come to this beautiful time in the fall. Look at the water off in the distance here. So what lake is that?
It's the Grand Traverse Bay. It's an arm of Lake Michigan.
Got a beautiful hunk of property here, man. But you know, we've been invited to Dave's homestead here, not to talk about the scenery, but to talk about at least the vehicle in his barn. But I've seen a couple of other vehicles I'd like to hit too.
Yeah.
So would you show us this, whatever you have in your barn?
Yeah, come on up. It's
I know what it is. I'm not surprised because I got a heads up on it. You know, I know exactly what we're looking at here, but I don't know much about them. But boy, that thing looks cherry.
32,000 original miles.
Man. Now, I got into a debate with somebody recently. Yeah. I call it a Willys. He said, no, it's a Willys.
No, it's a Willys.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So what year is it?
This is a 59.
Is that original paint?
That is original paint.
This thing could be buffed up like
it buffs up like crazy.
Wow. So it's a pickup bed on the back. I can't see the back.
Pickup bed on the back.
This sucker is, I've not seen one this clean. There's no rust?
No rust. And you know, it's just, this thing will run when nothing else in the yard will start. I come out here, I pull the choke, Bob's your uncle.
Is it a local car?
It is a local car. There was a dealership out on Old Mission Peninsula in Mapleton. Yeah, they were the dealership. This one was purchased by the first Western Union kid in Traverse City back in the 20s or 30s. That's what was his job. And they had an upholstery shop, and they would haul stuff to and from.
It's got an LS motor in it, or was?
No, it's got the supersonic Hurricane 6.
Hurricane 6. Was this shared with like Hudson or something like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of these blocks were all Continental blocks.
Yeah.
Now the cool thing here is this was Hilo was a company out of Grand Rapids that made a pump that's strapped right on top of your alternator. You just put a longer fan belt on it.
Is it a power takeoff?
No, I guess you'd call it a power takeoff, but this is all this does is raise and lower the plow.
Okay.
Because I plow the yard in it every winter.
Well, maybe at a very early episode in California, probably our first year we did Barn Find, we may have found one of these in a junkyard out there. But you know, Willys, there just weren't that many made. And when you see them, well, he's got another one in the back, which I saw earlier. That's the way they look. They're sitting in weeds. They haven't run in years. But you know, when I saw this through the door, and you can see that paint shining, you never see that. It's charged. What are the chances it'll start?
Instantaneous. Well, you want to run it?
Yeah, I want to hear it start.
Here we go.
All right. Both keys the same?
Yep. Give it a pump or two, yeah.
Amazing. This is so, I want to drive somewhere.
Come on back this winter, I'll let you plow the yard. You know, the thing works. I mean, that's the key. You don't need the power. You need that 250-pound flywheel. Yeah. Because I just run.
250-pound flywheel?
Yeah. Because once you get the flywheel going, it'll climb a hill that you can't go up on your hands and knees.
So when you go to do an engine job or something, you got to have a way to get that off.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fall on your foot.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what gives it the ability to plow.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay, I just put the choke off. Listen to that.
It's the real thing.
But this is not why we're here. We're here to see another vehicle. This is just a sideshow. So it's like, I guess you have dual passions. You're like a car guy and a boat guy.
And a motorcycle guy.
Oh.
That's what's in the shop.
All right, there it is. Of all these years of doing Barn Find Hunter, this is the first one we've found like this. Wow. So what year is this?
This is an '83 Rampage, Dodge Rampage.
Now it looks like a Shelby.
It is in fact a Shelby nose clip.
Is it turbocharged in fact?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a 145 horse non-intercooled motor, as opposed to the one in the Shelby Daytona outside, which is 175 Shelby intercooled motor.
Now, when I knew I was going to come over here, I went on the internet and read about these, and they never made an official Shelby Rampage, but apparently Carroll Shelby paid assembly line workers to work on their free time, nights, weekends, lunchtime, taking off original parts and putting on Shelby parts.
Well, I believe that. Yeah, I believe it. I've never read that, although there's a good book out by one of his employees. Not really a finished kind of writing, but it really interesting. And the one thing I would add is they made a run of about a dozen or 15 what they were calling California Rampages, and Shelby built them all. And they put on all the Charger stuff like kids had already been doing. My brother came across this down near Kalamazoo, and I think it would have been, I think I've owned this about 25 years, 25 years.
Have you driven it?
Oh yeah, I drove it a lot, but the fuel pump went out. And that meant dropping the tank and draining it, so I need to find some sharp young buck to do that kind of work for me.
So am I mistaken in thinking that the early Dodges shared an engine with Volkswagen? Am I imagining that?
But it was in the Omni Horizon.
Yes, exactly.
And and it was a 1.6 liter, I want to say.
Something like that, yeah.
Where these are 2 liter cars.
Yeah, I drove one of those GLH Omnis, Go Like Hell, which was a Shelby, I guess, endorsed.
He developed those.
What's that? Yeah, he
Oh,
developed.
yeah, they
so
took 'em.
I talked to Shelby. I'm not, throwing around names here or anything, but I'm just telling you, I've spent some time with the guy when he was still vertical, and he said, I'm so happy with those Dodges. Like, I've always been a small car guy. I said, what do you mean? He said, I've always liked smaller engines more than bigger engines. I'm thinking to myself, why? You won the 24 Hours of Le Mans with a 427 Ford. You've built 427 Cobras. When you raced at Le Mans, you won with a huge Maserati. When did you fall in love with small motors? But I didn't say that. He's Carroll Shelby. I'll just let him have his piece. But cool car. So this is a manual gearbox, 5-speed?
5-speed.
These cars have just disappeared off the face of the earth. Like you don't see them anymore. So what's your intention for this?
Listen, I got so many damn projects. It should go to somebody that really wants to drive it.
You may remember a few years ago on Barn Find Hunter, we met an interesting young guy named Dane who had an auto detailing shop not far from the Hagerty garage in Traverse City, Michigan. Well, this is him a couple of years later. Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you, Tom.
And what attracted us was there was a Jeep Wagoneer that we pulled in to see, and he had a few vehicles around his shop. Well, he's since moved to another shop, and his business has flourished. And you were going to do what to this vehicle?
We're going to pull this one out of here and haul it back to the shop, get it all detailed up, even get it fired up, and then we're going to bring it back to David and catch his reaction on what he thinks about it.
How long will that take to clean this cosmetically?
Usually something like this is dirty. We like to have it done by Thursday and then get it running by Thursday afternoon so that we could show them by Friday and then start over again next week.
On something else?
Yep.
Man. Yep. So if people want to see this car and other vehicles you've done, how do they find it?
You just look up Detaildane on YouTube, just like Great Dane, but Detaildane, and then it'll pop right up.
So we had not met Dave, who owns this car and this barn and this farm. We hadn't met him until an hour ago. But he says, I've got more cars in town in a garage. I said, oh, what do you got there? He said, I got some Porsches and whatever. He drags in barn finds. So we're going to go follow him there now, take a look what he's got. So this is not quite as rustic as the barn.
No, it's not, but you know what? It's heated. The cars really enjoy sitting here through the winter instead of in the old barn.
Well, you are all over the map. I mean, you're loyal to your first Volvo 544. You're loyal to your Volvo 6-speed hot rod wagon now. Porsches, Jeeps.
You want to hear the story?
I want to hear the story.
Years ago, when I was just a young'un, my dad became the lawyer for a car dealership in Detroit. The guy's name was Earhart Dahm, and Earhart sold Volkswagens to begin. So in '58, we had a beautiful little charcoal gray sunroof. Then my dad went out and he bought a 1960 Porsche, and it was a Reuter Cabriolet with a Carmen hardtop, you know, a bolt-on.
Yeah.
And he loved it. Unfortunately, one of his sons, I won't name him, ended up crashing the thing up. Broke my heart, but that's the reason I actually bought this little red car. It's an identical car, same color, a couple years newer, and the 62 notchbacks had their own body molds. They were not rebuilds of cabriolets. So this is the last year they made them. They only made, I think, right around 600 of them.
So if you're, you know, if you're into American muscle cars, you won't probably know this, but Porsche 356s, they were like a swoop back like this.
Yep.
Carmen Body Company, which made the Carmen Ghia along with other cars, came out with a special edition. It's called the notchback. And these are rare. I almost bought one once. I had a chance to buy a traditional coupe and one of these $2,500 a piece. And I thought, I'll cut the roof off and make a cabriolet out of it.
Yeah.
And the guy said, yeah, you know, these are rarer than a cabriolet. Anyway, I didn't have $2,500, so I didn't buy it anyway.
It's a wonderful car, and I mean, I'm a Porsche guy from the get-go. The first driving experience I ever had was in my dad's red Cabriolet. Unfortunately, I was 13. My older brother knew enough to start the car and kind of ease it out of the car, pour it out into the street, but he wanted me to try it. Well, my mom took off to do a little shopping. She jumped in the Volkswagen, took off, and my brother put me in the seat, shoved the thing out into the main drag, just long enough for my mom to come back up the street and see me sitting there in my dad's car. So, big trouble.
So, nice car. You work on it yourself. You're doing the brakes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a rare one. In fact, you'll never see one of these on Barn Find Hunter again. I can promise you that, because they're just not around. And then this is the Honda you bought the parts car for.
Yes.
And that parts car was Connie Coletta's.
It was his wife's car.
Wife's car. Isn't that crazy? So
went
why does this need a parts car? It looks pretty good as is.
No, this one is beautiful. This is a great runner. It's got 150,000 on it. I bought it from a friend. It's the first SI, 85 SI ever sold in Traverse City.
Fuel injected.
It's injected, 2-liter injected. It's got a Wiseco cam, it's got headers, it's got a Bassani exhaust, Tokiko shocks, brand new all around, new sway bars, just a ton of junk.
You bought it new.
I bought it with about 15,000 miles on it.
Why this car?
You know, they are little billy goats. And you know, I live in a winter place, and with a set of Gislavid snow tires on it, it would go anywhere you could run a 4-wheel drive. But it was such a wonderful car. At the time, I was working as an investigator. Yeah, jump in. I was working as an investigator, and so I was back and forth to federal court in Grand Rapids. I did a lot of work for attorneys, and it was just a great car to get around in.
Commuter car, yeah. And do you drive it still?
Oh, it'll run, yeah. I drove it down here, but I want to get the gas out of it. And before I do any serious stuff, and I think I have a granddaughter, came to me about a month ago and said, "Grandpa, will you teach me to drive a stick?"
There you go.
You know, like the kids that we were with yesterday, I'm really glad to see young people getting interested in cars again. Yeah.
So, we have 3 cars in here, but I hear you have more maybe.
We got a few more surprises for you guys today. Come on. I have to apologize for my clutter.
Don't apologize to us. We love this stuff.
Now, this is an interesting beast right here. It's one of the original lifeboats off the Manitou Islands. Wow. 26 feet, 5 inches, motorized. Alice Chalmers, Buddha, 4-cylinder in it.
So what year would this have been built, do you think?
August of 1943 in Curtis Bay, Maryland.
During the war?
Yeah, it's a wartime motorized rescue boat.
Wow.
And they were on all, you know, they put them on all the ships, and you see a lot of that World War II footage, and they're all over it. Nice. Come on around here.
Hey, don't uncover that. Whatever that is, I'm going to tell you what it is, okay?
All right.
I love this stuff.
Okay. There's a hint.
I don't want to tip here. Let's see.
Okay.
So it's a hatchback.
It's a hatch.
It's a hatchback. Let me see. It's a two-door, because I can see it's a two-door.
Yeah.
Hatchback, but it's got a severe rake to it, so it's not a Volkswagen Golf
No.
or a Rabbit.
No.
I hope the front's covered, because I don't want to see it.
No, the front's, I think the front's covered. It may not be.
It's covered?
Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if we want to pull all this junk away from it, but
No, let's not. You know what?
it's the
All
only.
right, I'm gonna make a wild guess.
Okay,
It's a Mazda 3.
you are correct.
Really? I can
Yes.
tell by the wheel.
Yep.
Wow, no kidding. You know, so a friend of mine used to have one of these. Is this the hot rod?
This is the Mazda 3 323 GTX, all-wheel drive, turbocharged, John Buffum rally car. One of, I think there were 1,252 brought into the country. And this is one, and probably the last one, with 60,000 original miles on it.
I had two friends that owned these things.
Yeah.
They were amazing.
They're amazing.
All-wheel drive, turbocharged. I mean, the 323 is a good car the way it is, but then you add the all-wheel drive. I mean, what a hot rod. And then they were modified further for pro rallying. Wow.
And you've got Recaro seats,
kidding.
stock and Momo wheel, and steering wheel and a lot of other stuff. So
How long have you had this?
I bought this thing, I'll bet you, back in 1990 maybe.
Oh,
No,
was
it would
only
have
2
been
years
later
old.
than that. It would have been late 90s or early 2000s.
Did you drive it like on the road or?
Yeah, I did. I've driven all these things on the road for a period of time, and then, something else comes along and caught my eye. The reason I'm not driving it now is I found these Volvo wagons, and they are such a great little car.
I mean, would you sell this car?
I would consider it, sure, yeah. Everything's going down the road. I've got a brand new stainless exhaust for it in the other room. It's another thing that ought to go down the road to somebody that really wants it.
I mean, I admire you for that because so many
Yeah.
guys don't realize we should be doing this now. We're of the age, so thanks for doing
I had
that.
a lot of fun driving it. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
I mean, what more can you want?
So somebody watching this thing is going to be freaking out over this. So if you call Hagerty, they'll get a hold of Dave and maybe put you two together. Well, this is a gift, okay,
Well-
from Hagerty and from Mouse Blocker
Thank you.
for allowing us to invade your space.
I've heard so much about these, and they actually really work, huh?
Well, you'll tell us, but I think so. I mean, you don't put out cheese in a trap anymore. Those are the old days, right? So now and no more dryer sheets.
No more
You
dryer
just-
sheets.
You just plug this in and walk away. So
You bet.
you want to plug it in? There you go.
Yeah.
Happy
Would you hand
birthday.
me the orange cord there? Yeah, I've heard so much about these, and can't wait to give it a little. I don't know. I've never run one of these.
Oh, I hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, that would drive me nuts too. Cool.
Good.
Well, there you go. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, I like this. Wow.
Now you got a guess on this one, Tom.
Oh,
Hang on, let me get the lights on.
Is it covered? Man, you got vehicles. Guess what this is?
Guess what kind of car this is? You're gonna know instantly.
Well, I think I know it already, but I think I know it already. Can't be a real one.
It is a real one. Now here you go. I'm gonna loosen the front. You can pull the cover off from the back.
Boy, you're a more interesting guy than than just a Dodge Rampage guy.
Well, you know what? I love orphans.
Yeah, look at this. So I own a car. You know I have a car like this?
I didn't know that.
You don't? You didn't know?
No, I didn't know that.
I'm going to show you.
I drove this car back from Boulder, Colorado to Michigan, and as a result, I decided I would never own one myself. The water coming in over the windshield in the rain, and they're strictly a sunny day car with lots of room to ride and drive.
So I'll try to choose a similar shot, but there's my wife
Oh, yeah.
at Ford headquarters.
Now, is yours a continuation car or an original?
No, it's
Yeah.
original.
Good for
It's
you.
It's the 490th built.
He really loved the slab-sided cars when he first saw this one rolling down the street in college, and so it's a 302.
Who did?
My buddy, just a friend of mine who rents this unit.
Oh, so this is not yours.
No, this is not mine.
Okay.
I wish.
It says glass body, yeah.
Yep.
You know, I got to tell you, I'm making like I'm a guy that owns a real Cobra. The replicas are better. Okay, they might not have as much heritage and history to them, but the fiberglass body is better than the aluminum. The steel tubes for the chassis are of a heavier gauge. They're larger diameter. They're a better car.
Yeah, they are.
I'll go down on record for that. So part 2 of our visit yesterday.
Yeah.
24 hours after the fact. This is great, and I mean, you are a car guy. Amazing, amazing.
Stuck on Woodward Avenue for the rest of my life.
Yeah, God, wow.
That's what we did out of high school. Boom, right.
I wish we lived closer. We'd be fast friends, man.
We may see each other down the road. You never know.
Well, thank you.
You bet.
And hopefully someday you'll find a guy named Dave who will surprise you with multiple locations.
Yeah.
Happy hunting.